DeVito looking to throw on third down. Rolling to his right. Now he fires, and it is Barkley who makes the catch for a Giants first down at the 46-yard line, a 21-yard connection. Third down and 10. DeVito steps up, and he's brought down once again. KJ Henry, the rookie out of Clemson, makes the play. Third down and 3. Howell will pick up a first down. 3 tight ends for Washington on first down as Howell airs it out, and it's picked off by Nick McCloud. Third down and 11 for the Giants. DeVito's pass complete, but a nice tackle. Bellinger taken down by Percy. So this is his 12th NFL start. Catch is made by McLaurin. That was a layup. Shared it with my partner.
Thank you, sir. You are a good, fine young man.
From the 47 on first down, complete to the tight end, Logan Thomas. Ball came loose. Giants have recovered. The second takeaway for this Giants defense. Xavier McKinney came up with it after it was knocked out by Micah McFadden. Another third and long. Giants must get to the Washington 35. DeVito on third and 13. It is complete for a first down. Darius Slayton from the Washington 24. DeVito fires, looking for Barkley. End zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
This guy's 100 miles an hour to start the game.
Play action on first down. Pass complete to the tight end, Logan Thomas, for a gain of 7.
So you look at the ranks this season, blitz percentage is high, 3 and outs high. They do a good job trying to get after the quarterback and affect the offense.
The screen to Robinson, first down and more into Giants territory. Finally taken down by Jason Pinnock after a gain of 18. Dodson in motion. Here's Robinson. Another Washington first down to the Giants. 34, gain of 11.
180, set.
From the Giants 35. Howell's pass is caught, taken inside the 10, and down to the 4-yard line by the tight end, Logan Thomas. Howell on third and goal. Looking end zone in trouble. He was chased by Kayvon Thibodeau. The pass incomplete. There's Joey Sly, 23-yard attempt. Kick is good. Commanders held to 3, not 7, late first quarter. Giants with the lead.
And then figure out where he wants to throw the ball with that strong arm.
Second down and 3, complete for a first down to Darius Slayton. So second and 10. DeVito had trouble with the snap. Now he fires.
Nice
it's complete
throw.
For another Giants first down. Isaiah Hodgins to the Washington 42-yard line. Hodgins gained 16. On third down and 2, it's Breda.
They didn't get it.
Cam Curl coming up for Washington. Breda stop 2 yards shy. There's DeVito on fourth down, under pressure, escapes, now throws it away. We saw Pinnock return 102 yards for a touchdown in Miami earlier this season. Third down and 8, Howell under pressure, down he goes. Dexter Lawrence gets up and celebrates his 4th sack of the season. It's his 3rd against Washington. Spartan in for the injured Forbes in the Washington secondary. Third down and 9. DeVito to a wide open Robinson, who picks up a Giants first down. Third down and 1. Fake to Barkley. And now DeVito connects with Darius Slayton. And Slayton makes a move, takes it into the end zone. He went around Kendall Fuller for a Giants touchdown. 40-yard pass play. Howell on the slant to McLaurin. Hawkins made the tackle. Gain of 7.
180, set.
Second down and 1. Fake to Robinson. Now Howell throws. And it's the tight end, John Bates. Tripped up at the Giants' 36.
80, set.
Second down and 4. Howell will throw it through the end zone. He was being chased by Thibodeau. Third down and 4. Howell's pass caught for a first down inside the Giants' 10-yard line by McLaurin. Minute 38 remaining. Second and goal. Howell looking, takes off. Howell spins, stays on his feet, kept out by McKinney.
Matt, if they want to figure out how to win this game.
But they've used Saquon Barkley in the passing game. 3 receptions, 52 yards, and a touchdown. Second half kickoff is taken out by Pringle. Out across the 30.
Did he fumble?
Ball came loose. Giants say they have it. Officials will look to get to the bottom of the pile. It's Giants football.
They're absolutely going to have to adjust, but Sam Howell is okay after taking those big hits.
Sack number 8, Jonathan Allen.
Sunday, set.
3rd and 4. Howell under pressure from Dexter Lawrence. Looks to run for the first down. He's got it and more up the sideline. And finally out of bounds at the 35.
May start to really bode well and wear down this Giants defense.
Second down and 6. Quick out to Diaby Brown. 8th play of the drive. Commanders started back at their 8-yard line. Howell under pressure again from Thibodeau. Now he throws, and it's caught at the 36-yard line by the tight end Bates. This Washington drive over 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Rodriguez up the middle. Commanders facing a 3rd down and 11. Howell sets up the screen. Jamison Crowder stopped about 6 yards shy of the marker.
One of those cliches, the bend don't break type of defenses. That's what the Giants have been doing so far. They give up some yards in between the red zones. When it's time to clamp down, they do.
42-yard attempt. Sly missed an extra point earlier. This kick is good. Great to meet your mom this weekend.
Oh.
Wan'Dale Robinson, great second effort. Picks up a first down. Second down and 15. Sack number 9 for the Washington Commanders. Deron Payne in there once again, along with Jamin Davis.
180, set.
Howell handing it off. Robinson on first down. Turns on the Jets. Brian Robinson still on his feet. Out across the 40.
It's only a 14-12 game because these two defenses have stepped up.
Second down and 10. Pass over the middle. Caught by the tight end Thomas out at the 49. 3rd down and 2. It's Rodriguez. Chris Rodriguez inside the Giants 35.
180, set.
From the Giants 35, it's Rodriguez again.
Fumble.
Lost the football. Giants recover.
Wow.
The 4th Washington turnover. Giants did not have a takeaway the first 4 games this season. 10 coming into this game. 4 today. On the toss, it's Barkley. There's some positive yardage for the Giants on the ground.
Still going.
Wow. Giants had no yards rushing this entire game coming into that play. We begin the 4th quarter. DeVito throws, wide open. It's Bellinger, the tight end. Knocked out of bounds at the 5 by Cam Curl. DeVito throws, caught. Barkley reaches across for a Giants touchdown. His second today.
I thought you were setting me up, Kenny. You always set me up with those good ones.
Third down and 10. Here's Howell rolling right. Fires downfield. And there is takeaway number 5. Darnay Holmes comes up with the interception. His second of the season. Giants take over, leading by 9. On the toss, Saquon Barkley. And Barkley is close to a first down, too, against the Cowboys this season. Here's Barkley once again. Barkley down the sideline. And he's finally forced out of bounds by Percy Butler. Giants had no rushing yards until the last play of the third quarter. Third down and 11. Giants keep it on the ground with Barkley. Here's Bullock, 36-yard attempt. And the Giants' lead is now.
Darnay Holmes has experience in this defense. He's filling in right now for Cordell Flott, who got ejected, but he's played well.
Flott and Curtis Samuel ejected back in the first half. Catch made by Jahan Dotson for a Washington first down, a gain of 12. Third down and 20. Pass caught over the middle by Byron Pringle. Howell on fourth down gets rid of it, and the Commanders convert. Robinson inside the Giants 40, and finally wrestled out of bounds by McLeod. Down to 3.5 remaining. Howell's pass complete inside the 30-yard line and close to another first down. Terry McLaurin.
You can see by his play, he's leading them.
2nd and 6. Howell throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Jahan Dotson. Giants stayed the 35-yard line. DeVito can't find it. It went downfield and will be tackled a couple of yards shy. 2nd down and 4. Howell with time throws complete for a first down. The tackle inbounds. Pringle will run the ball back. 2nd and 10. Howell again under pressure from Thibodeau. Pass complete. Logan Thomas across midfield. 3rd down and 1 for Howell and the Commanders, and the catch is made for a first down by Crowder. From the Giants 48. Howell under pressure, and then he will throw. It's picked off. Isaiah Simmons with the interception down the sideline. Simmons into the end zone. Touchdown Giants on their 6th takeaway of this game. He returns it 54 yards. This will be the first time in franchise history quarterback sacked more than 8 times in a Giants win. Time winding down, and that will do it.